Hey guys, Jimmy Lee, the Jersey Outlaw, Season 2. And we have some very, very special guests here. Flew all the way in to New York City from Staten Island via the ferry with a private pilot. We have the Scarlotta twins. We have Joey and Nikki. And guys, thanks for coming on.
Jimmy, thank you for having us.
And
awesome,
I
man.
appreciate both you guys.
Hell yeah.
And these guys are Italian guys from Staten Island who got tired of doing construction work.
Yeah.
And which one of you guys platformed first?
My brother went on TikTok first.
So
yes.
you did TikTok first. And tell us your journey a little bit, Joe. What happened?
Oh man, there was so many good things, and it's crazy to think we're going on 4 years now doing
Right.
this full time, almost 2 years. One video led to another. Consistency, trying new things, failing at a bunch of things, trying a bunch of other things after that, and eventually we found our niche, and things started clicking.
And when did Nick come on?
Oh, he came in not too long after I originally started posting the first TikTok videos. Maybe like a year after.
Yeah.
6
I would
years.
appear in videos and stuff, but I didn't really have a hand or make my own account for a while. And then
how long would you say it took you to gel before maybe you monetized or figured out, hey, I'm going to do this?
probably a couple months. I did a video for a baseball team in Seattle, and it blew up. And they flew me when I was still in the union to Seattle, like short notice for 4 days. Went
And
to the
what did you
playoff
do?
game. I went to the playoff game. I had a lot of events. So I said, the Seattle Mariners, the baseball
Yeah,
team.
yeah.
I said their name in a New York accent, and it just blew up. And then that's
Just something that stupid.
literally outside of the work,
Crazy.
outside of the work truck. Like wasn't
Outside of a
even-
work trick. So you just did it as a spoof.
Yeah, I was just like,
And
man.
it blew up, and they flew you out because they saw you got recognized and you promoted them.
And it went crazy, and that's what really made me take social media a bit serious. And the both of us were in
And then
the
you
union.
started realizing there's something going on here.
And we were kind of waiting for the money to hit and then a right opportunity. And then he got the call, the email from the Netflix PR about the show. We did The Circle, and we took the interview process.
We went in there and we kind of did our thing and ended up winning the grand prize, which was pretty cool.
So it's a grand prize, basically a season.
Yeah.
Look, the
Wow.
grand prize was $100,000.
God bless you. I'm so impressed with
Thank you, man.
You guys are probably looking at me and saying, I don't know where the trick-or-treat hairdo came from, but I'm very depressed. But you want to hear a weird story, Nick? I'm coming right to the studio, and a guy ran up. He says, do you play for the New York Jets? And I'm looking at him, and I said, why do you think I play for the New York Jets? He says, well, you're wearing a football helmet. And I said, that's why the knees went bad. It wasn't from the wife. But anyway, so you guys tell us a little bit about The Circle. That was your series. How many episodes was it?
It was every season was 13 episodes.
And were you in every one?
Yeah, we started. So we started with the original 4 or 5 cast.
Okay.
And when people got eliminated, they added more people, and
Okay.
we actually wound up getting eliminated, but saving ourselves on the first night. And after saving ourselves on the first night, we dominated the game.
Yeah.
Give me a
it's
skit.
awesome.
Give me a good skit.
We did we did just things like dads after the Yankees, seeing them when Garrett Cole got the $300 million extension. $300 million. You put me in there for $300 million before I tore my rotator cuff senior year. I could have gave you a better game.
Yeah.
Things of that nature.
That's
you
cute.
know.
So you're just basically, you're just imitating people and you're being funny about it.
Yeah, we're free ball, and our sense of humor. It's we like our sense of humor in terms of.
Are you guys very similar in the content? Is one different than the other?
I would say it's pretty much
Definitely
similar. We do a
similar.
lot of the content and ideas together for the most part.
And then did something switch to a different style as you elevated to Netflix?
Yeah, we tried to shout out to a good friend of ours, Tony Davis. He really pushed us to get out of that New York blood pressure high stereotype. He wants us to kind of he said it in a good way where if you want to be actors, eventually that's what we
Be
want to do.
commercialized more.
Yeah, and you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. You want people to see you for who you are,
Right.
not just the stereotypical when you get angry at
He's
things,
right.
you know?
He's right.
'Cause you get
so
typecasted
what did
like
you?
that.
Right, I agree with you 100%. It's like an actor that does a mob movie; you can never get out of it.
Yep.
For the viewers, for Dangerously Funny, please join the Patreon channel to get exclusive footage from the podcast, behind the scenes things, and you can interact with the Jersey Outlaw and my guys right here. $4.99 a month. If we don't like you, $8.99. Jimmy Lee, the Jersey Outlaw. Guys, you want to be in the movies. What are your favorite movies, guys? What actors are your inspiration?
Oof, great question. Got to start with Jack Nicholson.
Yes. That's why the shades are on inside.
Oh.
Jack Nicholson. Come on.
All right, let's hear it.
We got Nicholson, one of the biggest inspirations. Obviously, you go the likes of the Pacinos. I would say from this generation, look up to guys Mark Wahlberg, Tom Hardy's,
Right.
Pierce Bronson, legend.
Denzel.
Denzel Washington for sure.
Dr. Denzel.
Dr.
best.
Denzel.
Dr.
And
Denzel.
so many movies, such as like you got the likes of the Casinos, you got Pulp Fictions, Kill Bill, like Tarantino, Scorsese, two of our most.
I like Pulp Fiction when they did the dance.
Yeah,
it's
the
great.
dance.
I
yeah.
did a viral video with one of my crew about a year ago. It got over like 200,000 views. It was a YouTube short. Yeah.
That's a Saturday Night Fever.
Yeah.
Did you guys watch Saturday Night Fever?
Of course, love that movie.
You know what happened, Nick, after I watched Saturday Night Fever?
No, what?
Got a Sunday morning rash. And I called not to thank her either. I told her don't come back. You know her.
Yeah.
The
Do
one
I?
that does a trick with the horse. You were with her 2 weeks ago.
So
Trixie.
do I have to call my doctor?
Trixie. You should.
All right.
What do you call a leopard without spots, Joe?
That's a tough one.
Snow leopard?
Cured.
That very.
These jokes get worse, by the way. So what favorite, you guys are young guys, what favorite couple movies and why, and what inspiration did you get? Do you like mob movies? Do you like comedies?
We love a lot of comedies, a lot of dynamic movies that have mob relations, but like a lot of the old school movies. I feel like the movies now aren't as good as they were back
I like
then.
the movies I grew up on.
Yeah, one of my favorite movies.
You're like Sal the Voice. He's very old school for a
Oh,
young
Sal,
guy.
great guy.
He
Yeah,
likes
Sal's great.
Sinatra music. I just said, Sal, trim up the stomach a little bit. The bay window's a little big. Get off the pasta. Try cottage cheese and a little applesauce. I mean, you can sing, but you're a little heavy. But anyway, again, I didn't mean to.
No,
cut
it's
you
I
off.
was gonna say we like.
You know what he eats for breakfast, right? Dinner. You know. I don't got to tell you about that.
Fucking great.
He's a big guy. Got on a scale once. A card came out. Joe said, "One at a time, please." Oh, I'm talking about a big guy. But let's talk.
I actually seen Sal recently. Lost a ton of weight.
Did he?
Lost a ton of weight.
Yeah, he looks good.
Looks actually phenomenal. But
He's good.
good guy. But
Oh, he'll
someone-
tell you. He'll
yeah,
tell
yeah,
you.
he said.
He's got no problem telling you he's a great singer. Ask him. What were you gonna say?
Let's go. Our grandfather, when we were young, used to bring us. He was notorious for going to movies, just 2-3 movies a day. He'd bring us as little kids, and we would go movie hopping, see
That's
2-3 of
cool.
them.
So
Grew
you
up
guys
on-
love movies growing up.
loved.
Yeah, and we have a weird thing about us is we could recite mostly any movie line and remember where a lot of movie lines are from.
I
for,
want to hear
any movie we watch.
Scarface. Give me Scarface.
Scarface, you got so many. I got Tony Montana, this, that. Who
Tony
built this shit? Me.
Tony
Fly
Montana.
Pelican, whatever you
Tony
say.
Montana.
You know what a swine is,
Whoever
Frank?
said you
A
was a
hassa?
cop,
Yeah.
Frank?
Yeah.
You want a
hassa is Frank?
You want a job, Frank? What is it? Thanks,
You
Tony.
want a job, Ernie? No, it was Ernie.
You want a job, Ernie?
Ernie?
I'm not
Shoot
going to
Tony.
shoot you. Tony, shoot him. Oh, you guys, that was one of my favorite
Shoot that
movies.
piece of shit.
Shoot that piece of shit, Brandon.
Even just those lines, like the delivery, the scenes of the Miami in
How
the
about
80s.
Joe Pesci? He could make up his own scenes and be funny, but
Joe Pesci's
funny like a
great.
clown.
Oh my God,
Joe
one of the
Pesci's-
best
What was
ever.
that, Casino or
That was
Rise-
Goodfellas.
Goodfellas. Oh, that was
Casino,
funny.
he's got all the lines. in
Did
the
you ever
desert.
see Eight Heads in a Duffel Bag with him?
No.
That's with Joe Pesci. It's like a 90s comedy where he plays
I
a
didn't
guy.
see it.
His duffel bag, he's like a mob guy whose duffel bag gets mixed up with some guy and he has 8 heads in the duffel bag and they got to get the duffel bag back.
I didn't see that.
It's
Was
a
that
good
a B
movie.
movie that I didn't see it?
Yeah, it was late, maybe mid 90s.
It was like
What's it called
97.
again?
8 heads in a duffel bag.
Last time I heard that, it was when Carlos Magananzo and Fabo Fabinici, they forgot to give the guy the envelope.
Uh-oh, that was a bad
And I went
time.
to the funeral home, and that's exactly what happened.
8 heads are in a duffel bag.
Exactly. So, did you like good? So you like the mob movies? Did you too young to remember the Godfather?
No, so actually a funny
what?
story is I rewatched Godfather 1 and
That was
2
one of the great movies.
like a week ago, and I
Yeah.
didn't realize how great it was, and the
That
slow
was just
plot
one of the
build up,
best.
Right.
how Michael Corleone goes from the son not in the business, who was an army vet, and he winds up becoming the head of the family.
Yeah.
Little things like that. You don't see movies today plant seeds over time. Everything you could almost go to a movie and 10 minutes in, you're like, I know how it's gonna end. I know what this
They
character's
made
gonna
it
do.
more like slow. It's kind of like White Lotus.
Yeah.
Watching White Lotus.
I
That's a great
gotta
show.
watch it. I have to watch it. I heard really good things about it.
So I was talking to Tracy Morgan. He's a comedian.
Yeah,
Of
Tracy
course.
Morgan,
He's
of
watching
course.
Black Lotus. It's not as good as White Lotus. Any TV shows that spark you, or any
Oh, of
comedies,
course.
or any?
I'll tell you right now that like my list of TV shows, it might not be in chronological, whatever the fuck the word is, order.
It doesn't matter. You're already famous.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
But you got obviously Breaking Bad,
Yeah.
Peaky Blinders, Game of Thrones, Sopranos, Better Call Saul, which is this Breaking Bad prequel.
Yeah.
The list goes on.
You like Entourage with?
I love Entourage. Love
That's
Entourage.
one of my favorites.
Entourage.
Did you
Dylan
see the
is
Entourage
Matt
movie
Dillon's
when the
brother.
movie came out in 15?
No,
after the show, they did a whole movie.
The only
that
reason I
movie.
haven't is because I'm still on season 3 and I haven't finished the show, and I'm really mad I haven't finished the show.
I got to
yet.
tell you, Nick, that show was right around when The Sopranos was on.
Yeah, like 03, 04.
those two HBO shows killed.
Oh my god, what a
They
time
killed.
for that at that point.
And at
early
the same
2000s.
time, James Caan was doing Vegas on, I think, HBO.
Yeah.
Those 3 shows were strong.
Oh my god.
They were strong.
James
You guys-
Caan's phenomenal.
James Caan
Legend.
died.
I
Yeah,
know.
he
I
passed
know.
away.
Yeah.
I can make fun of him. What could he do to me?
He was great as the priest. Did you ever see That's My Boy?
I saw that.
It's one of my
my
favorite
God.
movies.
He was
ever.
great, obviously, as Sonny in The Godfather. He was great in The Gambler.
Yeah. Didn't he get killed off in The Godfather?
He got killed in
Yeah,
the first
he got-
one.
he
Because he
gets
was
killed.
the wise.
He was a
the
bad
wi-
Don. He was just like very emotional,
He
and
was-
he
he
made the
was-
wrong decision.
He was too off the wall.
He's off his
Yeah.
rocker in that movie.
And then
Yeah.
that's when they set him up, remember? And they fucking shot him 100 times. That was crazy.
Yeah, and then Fredo went out on the boat when the mother died.
Yeah.
And Al Pacino said,
You know what he was good too? In what's the one with Misery with Kathy Bates?
remember that?
Oh my
what a
God.
movie.
You guys, how do you know that? It's like 30
Told you,
years.
I told you,
Love
we're
that
going
You guys
movies.
love movies.
Yeah.
Love that movie.
When he hobbled him.
my
Yeah,
God.
she hit him
He
with the
tried to get out, he
sledgehammer.
hobbled him again.
And that was like one of her first breakout roles.
That was
right?
her. That was her. That was her.
She won an
That was
Oscar.
her breakout role.
She got an Oscar.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was great.
She also had a couple Tonys and Steves too. That's a whole. She slept around. Let's talk about her.
And if you ever need twins for a role,
So Joe, serious
further.
question. Could I be your driver?
could be a driver.
Oh yeah, Jimmy.
I just got a job. I'm going to be the driver for. I got to keep the hairpiece with a little cap. It says Scarlotta twins on it. Do you know the difference, Nick, between Jews and Italians?
I don't know the difference.
4 years of college. That's
4
all.
years of college.
That's all. That's it.
We were, what did one person in our whole family go to college?
Yeah, we attempted a semester. It didn't go
We're
well.
college dropouts. So
You're
yeah.
college dropout.
So there goes the 4 years right out the window.
But you guys kind of are talented. You're in the entertainment realm. You're doing good. So do you do Netflix more, or are you evolving maybe to act and maybe do television or
great
a
question.
movie? Do you have an agent? Like what's?
We have our acting agents, and we also have our agents who focus more on our brand deals. And the answer is yes. We haven't really been in contact with Netflix heavily since the show. So
So you got one season, but you got a bump from it. Now you're moving on to.
yeah, I mean, we would love to continue to work with them, but until that call comes, we want to, we just got
Keep
actually
options open.
Yeah, we want to become actors, scripted. We actually did a show that we can't speak about now, but in a year it'll probably come out.
Yeah, we just got our SAG cards through that show, so that was pretty cool.
So now you're gonna have your SAG cards be a union member, and you'll be legit, and they can pitch you for regular stuff.
That's the goal.
Left
When
one
does the
union.
Jersey Outlaw get a cameo in that?
Oh, the jersey.
as soon as
We
possible?
started shooting.
Before the hair goes, please. Jesus Christ.
It's gonna be great.
Hell yeah.
What do you think about the old school offensive, politically incorrect comedy that I grew up on?
Can I
with
be
Don
honest with
Rickles?
you? Don
Honestly,
Rickles is
Don
my
Rickles is
favorite
the best.
comedian.
I love you.
I love you too.
I'm having trouble, Joe
sorry, we're
Brandon.
over there.
I'm having trouble, Nick Brandon, what I do because of the way society is and the wokeness. But the
Yeah.
people, I feel like I'm a voice of the people. The people love me, but the industry people, they're afraid of me because, I'm offensive. I'm going to insult you.
Yeah.
But who does this anymore?
Yeah.
You guys like the old stuff.
Yeah, in my opinion, that's what comedy was founded on. If you're taking it too seriously, you're doing the wrong
Then
things.
how's it comedy?
Yeah.
It's not
like
comedy.
who goes to a comedy show to like ridicule and pick? Oh, he said something offensive. It's a comedy show. You're supposed to go there, laugh, and not care, and have a good
Loosen
time.
up your belt and enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
I think this new generation has too many.
Too much wokeness.
Yeah, there's just they never really faced that much adversity, and they want to nitpick this and this and this.
A lot of snowflakes.
Yes.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I just believe that. Listen, it's comedy. It's subjective.
Right.
You might not agree with anything someone says or everything
Yeah.
they say, but have a laugh. Don't take life too serious.
We have some more time. Tell me, I'd like to learn more about because I'm a comedian,
Yeah.
a so-called comedian. Tell me, I want to hear like some of your shtick and your jokes, and I want to hear some of your stuff you do, or some of your good stuff that kicked.
I mean, to be honest, we had so many different videos and so many like things
Was
go
there a
viral.
couple that really were kickers?
There really were.
Yeah, there was one time I did a reaction for a pastrami sandwich video, and it was like a girl who was like, "Would you rather a date with me or a pastrami sandwich?" And it was a Lee's pastrami sandwich. I mean, I'm sorry, a Cat's Deli pastrami sandwich.
And you said the sandwich.
And I said the fucking sandwich. I don't gotta call an Uber before 3 a.m. The sandwiches are gonna give me no back talk and stuff like that.
So you're cute. You're natural. You just knew what to say.
Yeah, like we do a lot of reaction videos like that tend to do really well on Instagram and TikTok.
And
so.
what about you?
I mean,
Joe?
I've had some very similar ones to that. I've had videos of, I did a similar reaction to that. Off the top of my head, there's just, honestly, we find so much inspiration, me personally, from old school comedians like Don Rickles. I'll sit there and I'll watch him with the talk shows, him and Frank Sinatra's interactions, him doing the Reagan, you know what I mean? I'll
saw
watch
Reagan when he said there was one black kid that ain't gonna ever play basketball with Gary Coleman.
And I love.
He just knew what to do.
Oh my God! So much inspiration from legends like that.
How about Dangerfield? You like him? Because he was another one I like.
Dice Clay.
Dice Clay was in the 90s, a little later than them, but he was so vulgar. Like I like to do insult comedy, and if I do sexual comedy, it's more like an overtone. Like I'll say, when I was young, my girlfriend wanted to be on the bottom, and I wanted to be on the top, so I bought a bunk bed. Yeah, that's cute, but not too.
Oh,
Dice Clay was
nuts.
real vulgar.
Yeah.
And now he's almost done because you can't even touch that. But he sold out Madison Square Garden.
Oh my God!
He's such a legend, man.
Yeah. Most of my comedy shows, Joe, I did the men's room because my jokes were shit. It's a little bit of a difference. Tell the viewers, Joey and Nick, where we can find you on social media.
You can find us at Jojo Scarlotta and Nikki Scarlotta at Scarlotta Twins, and most importantly at Joe Scarlotta Senior. That's it's the Pops.
And tell them your YouTube channel.
Our YouTube, it's great. I'm happy you said that because everyone is gonna see it sooner than later. We're working on a cooking show with my dad, and it's going to be long-form content. So we're coming up with a name for that right now. But as of right now, I think YouTube's the Scarlotta family?
The Scarlotta family.
Tell us some of the celebrities that you've run into the last couple of years. Maybe you've worked with or met who you admire, who you enjoyed working with.
So many cool people. Like we're fortunate enough that we have some connects that have been inviting us to a bunch of movie premieres. So we got to meet the likes of Conor McGregor.
You met him, the guy from UFC?
Yeah, at the Roadhouse.
We met Robert De Niro.
Really?
Sam Rockwell, phenomenal actor.
So where'd you meet these? At events?
At the premieres. And
that's actually where we met Chaz Palminteri. And we wound up going on Chaz's podcast a few months back, and we had a great time. And we actually might go back on soon. Yeah. But that was so cool.
So film premieres is where you're kind of meeting people and connecting.
Like a lot of the people that were starstruck because we're like, holy shit. Like,
J.K. Simmons, we've met recently.
So you're like at these places, and you're like, holy shit, these guys are real.
And then
they take a liking to you guys and almost want to lean in and help a little bit.
Yeah,
how do you not love that?
And it's very motivational because we're in the same room with these people right now. Like,
now, are those premieres in the city, or are they in LA?
In the city a lot.
A lot of them in the city.
Here. And who gets you them? I guess your agent.
An agent, and then we have a good relationship with this lady who has her own PR firm, who's a really, really nice lady. She's been helping us.
I gotta admire you for being young guys, and and it's happening quick for you, and you're talented. You got the drive, you got the attitude, and I only see good things for you.
Thank you so much.
I really mean it. To the Scarlotta twins, we loved having you. Joey and Nikki. Jimmy Lee, the Jersey Outlaw. We're back in action. Season 2, Dangerously Funny with Jimmy Lee and my guys from Staten Island. We're going to hang out on Highland Boulevard tonight, and we're going to look for whatever the hell shows up.
Oh, you're damn right.
And whatever it's going to be. Thanks to the guys right here. Thanks,
thank
Nick.
you, Jimmy.
Jojo, thank you, Dylan.
Thank you.
We're signing off.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace.